Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Yes. Listen, if you, before we get started, like, share, and subscribe, okay? If you are someone who is running a business, running a YouTube channel, anything for as business, this is the live for you, okay? Because we're going to do a motivational video on tonight. We're going to do a motivational video on tonight because we want to motivate, right? Because let me tell you what I think. Let me share something with you all. I think that before we get into it, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, thank you. I think that some of us have lost our confidence along the way, right? Because life be lifing. Let's be clear about that. Life definitely be lifing. And I think that some of us have lost our confidence along the way. Okay. Even though we keep going, right? Even though we do keep going, I still feel like some of us have lost our confidence. Okay. And that's okay. That's okay. Because what you have to do is you have to get it back. Okay. And you have to start motivating yourself. Okay. And what I mean by that, let me tell you what I do. Let me share some things with you that I do. Okay. I take and I look at motivational videos, right? That helps me, okay, that really speaks to my spirit and my soul, and it makes me feel so good afterwards. Like I be woo. My spirit be woo, woo. It really had me going, and it had me in a place where as though I am motivated to do the things that I'm doing, right? It gets me to that place where I'm motivated to get to accomplish the things that I'm trying to accomplish, right? And so you need to take that time out to do that sometimes. Find you some good uh motivational videos, because let me tell you something, they help. You see how people listen to rap, and you see how their spirit change when they listen to rap music because of the lyrics and what the rap music be saying. But when you listen to positive things, that's the outcome you're going to get. It's positivity. Okay. So that's how that works. Music, listening to good music, listening to some good church songs, right? Something that's going to lift your spirit in a good way. Something that's going to put your energy, in a good way. That's what you want to do. You want to listen to things and you know, listen to things and say affirmations to yourself. Okay, now today is going to be a great day. I'm going to do what I got to do today. I'm going to show up and show out. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Just by me saying that, right? It picked my energy up. And that's what you want. You want things that's going to pick up your energy, right? And put your energy where you want it to be, right? When you have negativity around you, negative people, when you listen to negative stuff, that's what your life consists of. That's what you want to start feeling. What you know, expose yourself to. Those are the things that you're going to start feeling. You're going to start dragging. You're going to start feeling, like blah. You're going to feel negative all the time, because those are the things that you take in. Okay? You got to be very careful of what you take in, what you listen to, okay? What you expose yourself to, far as people, places, and things. See, that just don't go for like or addict, right? That those principles go for a lot of things. Okay, that changing people, places, and things can go for numerous of things. Okay, so that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you keep that negative energy away from you. Okay, Even when you get up on days and you feeling like, man, today one of them days I don't feel like it. I'm not with it. Okay. Find you something to lift that spirit up. Pray. First of all, pray. Talk to the high. Talk to the high. Yeah. Okay. And then find you something that's motivating. Okay, that's going to motivate your spirit, right? That's going to pick that spirit, pick your spirit up, right? Let me tell you something. One thing that I know and know for sure, God and the devil can't live in the same place. Huh? Huh? One thing I've learned is that God and the devil can't live in the same place. Okay? It's just not going to work. It's not going to work. So you have to, you know, come up with some things that's going to pick your spirit up. Like, seriously. So that you can feel better. You know, sometimes I call them, sometimes I have to do a start me over. What I mean by that is sometimes I have to take and start over. Like, start over. Like it's the beginning of my day. Just start over. So that I can, you know, pick myself up and get myself in the right place. Get my mind in the right place, you know? Because the mindset is a very important thing. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me turn on my daughter's stuff off on my phone. Wait a minute, I was trying to see if I gotta go in there and change it for her. Hold on, give me a minute, y'all. Let me turn on her little songs and stuff for her. I know your thing will turn off. Okay, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I had to turn on her little lullabies and stuff that she listened to. She like listening to these little learning things and these like lullabies and stuff because she's Down syndrome, you know. So back to what I was saying. You know, you gotta pick yourself up. You gotta find ways of picking yourself up. So that's what we're gonna do today, right? This is gonna be motivational, okay? Um, And so that's what we're going to talk about, things that will motivate us, right? And then I'm going to end off with something where I'm going to speak life into you all and we're going to end it, okay? I already shared some things that you could do to motivate yourself, right? Uh, yeah, listening to different things. Oh, excuse me. Sometimes when you get in that place where it's though you can't seem to come out of it, just pray and keep listening to stuff that'll pick you up, right? That'll lift your spirit. I have found so many motivational things that really pick my spirit up. Okay. And I use them. Okay. When I'm having a moment, I go and use them because they help me. They help to pick my spirit up. They really do. And I enjoy them, you know? So, um, I talk to so many people, and I do feel like some people have lost their confidence and stuff because life be lifing. And I feel like some people have lost their confidence. Some people got low self-esteem that they fighting with. Some people got flaws that they fighting with. You understand? And so you gotta like come out of that. For those that are dealing with trauma, okay, if you can't find somebody that you can talk to, go to therapy. Go to therapy so you can start healing from that trauma. Because let me tell you something, the more you let it hang on to you, the worse you're going to get. You got to start healing from your traumas. You got to. You don't want to keep allowing the trauma to hang on to you and drag you down. Because some of you, that's what's happening now. The reason why you have so many of those days where you just don't feel like it, like, oh boy, I don't even want to get out the bed. You know what I mean? Like some of y'all be feeling like that. And that's why, because some of you are dealing with trauma. Traumas can make you depressed. Okay. And sometimes when you're depressed, you need to go to therapy. Some people need to go to therapy when you're fighting with depression. You need to go to therapy. Really, seriously. And so I did. I went to therapy. I went to see a psychiatrist and everything. Yes, I did because I needed it because I had trauma that I was dealing with that I didn't even know I was dealing with. I thought I was all right, you know, but I had to go and get myself healed. I had to heal. And that's what we all have to do. We all have to heal first because it's not going to work out in your favor if you don't. That trauma is just going to keep hanging on to you, hanging on to you and hanging on to you. Okay? So that's one thing I want to put out there. And going to therapy doesn't mean you're crazy or you're a psycho or something. That's what people put out there. That's what they try to make you think, right? Because some people don't want to see you heal. But going to therapy does not mean you're crazy or something's wrong with you. No, no. Going to therapy is the best thing that could ever happen for people. Therapy. So if you're dealing with stuff and you can't seem to shake it, maybe that's what you need, some therapy. Um, yeah, so you got to get to a place where you can pick yourself up. And like I said, if you at a place and you feel like you can't pick yourself up, maybe you need professional help. You see what I'm saying? It's a possibility you may need professional help. And that's okay. That's okay. Because when you go and get the help, you're going to find that you're going to feel so much better. You know what I mean? And you're going to find ways of picking yourself up and not letting yourself, get to that low, low, low place, where you don't want to come out, where you don't want to come out of it. So that's a good thing. Don't let nobody make you think that therapy is something wrong with going to therapy because it's not. It's not. I enjoyed it because it helped me. I seen where it was helping me. So I definitely enjoyed going. And I got a lot out of it. There's nothing wrong with therapy. There's nothing wrong with seeing a psychiatrist. It isn't because people like me, right? People of color, a lot of us are dealing with generational curses. And that's why a lot of us need therapy. We need to go get some therapy because a lot of us are dealing with generational curses. Okay? And that's just the truth. But anywho, start putting positivity into your life. Stop being around negative people. Stop being around things, people, places, and things that's going to bring your energy down. Start doing things that's going to lift your energy. Okay? It's so important. It's so, so important. And you're going to find that the more you pump yourself with positivity, the better you're going to feel. You're going to find, I'm telling you what I know because I've done it. I'm not telling you something just blowing smoke up your hind parts. I'm telling you this because I've done it. I've done it. So I know what I'm talking about. Start pumping yourself with positivity. Okay? As much positivity as you can. And you're going to find that you're not going to have a lot of those days where you feel blah, or you don't want to do nothing, or you want to lay in that bed all day, you're going to find yourself feeling much better, and you're going to find yourself being motivated to do the things that you need to do for you. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. Um okay. What was I going to say? Oh, so yeah, do that. Do that. Pump yourself with positivity. Plenty of it. Stop hanging around people who don't want you to grow and elevate. If you're not growing and elevating, there's a problem. Find out what that problem is. If you're not growing and elevating, there's a problem. We all should be growing and elevating. Like, seriously, there should not be a point in our life where we are not growing or elevating. If we're not, something's wrong, and you need to figure that out ASAP. We have to stop playing with our mental health. Let me repeat that. We got to stop playing with our mental health because it's important. It's very important. Protecting your peace is very important. Being comfortable in your skin is very important. Loving yourself is definitely very important. Okay? But when you get to a place where you love yourself, guess what? You stop allowing people to do things to you that they're not supposed to be doing. When you're accepting things from other people, like when you know somebody's talking about you and somebody don't like you, but you still hanging around them, that's a problem. That person is nibbling at your energy, because you're not going to tell me you don't feel uncomfortable and it's not bothering you. If you're being around people who don't really like you like that, but you're still around them, you're still trying to deal with them, what's the point? I don't care if they family. I wouldn't care if they was family. I have family members that I don't deal with. They don't deal with me for whatever the reason, right? For some reason, they had something against me. Okay? Yeah, I went through things. Yeah, I got a story. So what? It's my story. And I went through it, not them. And they wasn't even around. To be honest, they wasn't even around until later on. One of them came around. And honestly, I don't think it was done to really help me or help us. I think it was done just so they could be nasty. Like, seriously. Because that's what I got out of the whole thing. When I look back at it, when I think about it, it was a lot of negativity going on. You hear me? A whole lot of things was done to me and my children that was not right. But for some reason, some people feel like when they do something and it's helping you, they can treat you any kind of way and it's okay. That's how some people think. That is how some people think. They feel like because they doing something to help you, that they could treat you however they want to treat you. Okay? But God being who he is, oh boy. God being who he is. Do you hear me? God stepped in and intervened. You heard me? Ha ha ha. Yes, he did. He always show up and show out. And he stepped in and intervened. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I stay in my lane. I have no hate or malice in my heart towards anybody. I just stay in my lane because I know these people don't care for me. Why would you want to, put yourself through that when you know people don't go for you? They don't care for you. For whatever, it doesn't matter what the reason is. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter what the reason is. The fact of the matter is that these people don't go for you. They don't like you like that. So why would you keep putting yourself around some people who don't care for you? Leave them people where they at and go on about your business. It ain't no need to get, it's no need to get mad, angry, or upset. Leave them people where they at. All they doing is knocking your energy down, interrupting your peace. That's all they doing. That's all they doing because they don't like you. These people don't like me. And we are related. I'm talking about sisters, sisters, blood sisters. But you know, sometimes you got to accept things for what they are and you got to move on. You got to move on. And that's what I did. I accepted things for what they were and I moved on. I moved on. Now I'm not mad with nobody. I have no malice or hate towards anybody. But I'm not going to hang around people who don't like me. Okay? I'm not going to hang around people who, when I get around them, they want to throw slurs and, you know, try to bring up something that happened over 20 years ago. No, we're not doing this. Okay? Because I don't bring up some stuff that I could bring up. Okay? I don't go into it. I let it go because it's in the past. So I let it go. But for some reason, people want to keep bringing up something, right, that happened from the past. And they can do that, but I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm not going to be a part of it. Like I said, it's a whole lot I could say about them when it comes to the past, you know. But for what? For what? Why am I going to bring that up? Why would I talk about that? So what I'm saying to y'all is cut people off. Let them be where they at. Okay? Because one thing you can't do is change somebody. You cannot change people, especially if they don't want to change. You can't make nobody change if they don't want to. So you got to leave them where they at. You got to keep on going and do you. And that's what I do. I stay in my lane and I don't let people upset me and break my peace and mess up my energy. No, 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 no. And that's what some of y'all got to learn how to do. And heal from your traumas, heal from your generational curses. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. The most crucial thing that we must learn to do is love ourselves. Okay? We have to learn to love ourselves. When you learn to love yourself, you don't let people come in and walk all over you like you're a doormat. You don't let people do just know anything and everything to you, right? You have to set boundaries and you have to stand on them. You can't, excuse me, you can't allow people to come in your world, in your space, and treat you like dirt and make you like it. Mm-mm. And that's what some of us do. Some of us think, especially when it comes to family, some of us think that we really, really, really got to get along with family. It's a must that we get along with our siblings. Well, I'm here to enlighten you. That's a false statement. Because you don't have to get along with your siblings if your siblings don't want to get along with you. You got to leave them where they at and you got to keep on rolling. And you pray on it. And you give it to God. And you ask God, can he work it out? If it's meant to work out, he will work it out. If it's not, then it must not be meant to work out. Be meant for it to work out. But some of us got to get to a place where we care about ourselves and stop worrying about other people. Because a lot of times other people ain't worrying about you and what you got going on. They could care less. For real, for real. They could care less about what you got going on. You got to get to a place where you care about you. That's it, and that's all. You got to make it about you. And it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to be selfish sometimes, especially when you're dealing with people who don't have your best interests at heart. And you already know that. You know they don't. So why do you keep trying to deal with them? Why do you keep trying to be in their life when they ain't trying to do nothing for you? They're not even trying to give you good words of encouragement. So why are you still trying to, expose yourself to these people, to these kinds of people? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That's what you got to start doing, is letting it go. Let go. Let God. I always tell myself, God can do it way better than I can. Let me leave this foolishness alone. And I brush my hands off and go for what I know. Let me leave this mess alone. Why am I allowing myself to get caught up in this when I know these people don't mean me no good? They done showed me that over and over again. They done showed me how they feel about me. So why am I going to keep messing with these people? Okay? You got to get to a place where you let it go, and let God, and go on with your journey. Nobody cares about you but God and you. And some of us, that's not good enough for some reason. Because let me tell you something, for some of us, it's not good enough that God loves us and we love ourselves. Let me tell you why. Because some of you, God love you, but you don't love yourself. That's the problem. That's the problem with some of us. God loves us, but we don't love ourselves. That's the problem. And some of you don't want to face that. You don't want to believe that, but that's the truth. Let me tell you how I know it's true. If you're somebody who allows people to come in your space and just have you all upset, all upset, dealing with chaos and confusion, just got a lot going on. People come around and just always got a lot going on around you, and you allow it. That's because you don't love yourself. Let me tell you something. When you get to a place where you are comfortable in your skin and you love yourself, guess what? You do not let people come around. Hear me out. You do not let people come around and make your space where you at like chaotic and in a bunch of confusion. You don't let it happen. You won't let it happen if you really love yourself. But some of us don't, we're not there yet. We're not to a place where we love ourselves. We're not, because we let so much stuff go on. We let so much go on. We let people come into our spaces and do the unthinkable sometimes, when we should have set boundaries and said, wait a minute, hold up, hold up. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do this. Not today, not tomorrow, and not any other day. I'm done with this. Take it somewhere else, because I can't do this with you. I've tried it, and it's not working in my favor. You have to set boundaries. You have to stand on them. And that's something that some of you are not doing. And that's why some of you feel the way you feel about yourself. You got to start setting boundaries and letting people know that they're not going to do this to you. It's a wrap. It's over. It's over with. You can't do this to me no more, because I'm not going to allow it. You see what I'm saying? You got to take your, you listen, you got to take your power back. Huh? You got to take your power back. Huh? That's what you got to do. You got to take your power back. You cannot let people keep coming in your space, okay, and causing chaos and confusion, and you allow it. No, no. And you let them know this chapter has ended. Oh, yeah. This chapter has ended in this book. It's over. It's a wrap. You cannot come this way no more with the BS. Every time I see you, it's some BS. And I just refuse to accept it anymore. That's what kind of time you got to be on. That's called protecting your peace. That's called protecting your energy. That's called setting boundaries and standing on them. Hmm? What y'all think about that? Yes, this is motivational night. We doing some motivation. Yes. Because tomorrow, Lord's willing, we wake up and see it. Tomorrow is Monday, right? Motivational Monday. That means we should be up, and hype about doing what we got to do. Because let's be clear about something. The things that some of us are doing is you're doing it for yourselves. You're doing it for yourself. So what you have to do is make sure that you show up and show out, because what you are putting together, you are doing it for you. You're doing it for your family. Okay? So you have to make sure that you are ready to step out there. You are ready to step out there and do what you gotta do for you. And I say do what you gotta do for you because when you do what you gotta do for you, right? Everything that's connected to you gonna be all right too. When you all right, everything that's connected to you gonna be all right. And let me say this too. Some of you might be married or into a relationship. Let me tell you something. Make sure that that's healthy too, because some of you be into relationships and marriages and they don't be healthy, and it's affecting you and your livelihood. Huh? Did I just say that? Yes, I did. Some of you are in relationships. Some of you are in marriages that's not doing you any good. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, take a little break there and shoot my head to my baby songs in there. Mm. It's the truth, y'all. Some of you are in relationships that's not really healthy for you. That's another reason why some of us are not making it, are not thriving like we should, because we got too much BS around us and you got to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it. Or you got to set some boundaries and let that person know what kind of time you on, what you were not going to accept. hmm Let them know I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Hmm? That's what you gotta ask. That's what you gotta ask your partner. What are we doing here? Because it's too much chaos and confusion. And I refuse to go any further with this chaos and with this confusion. So what are we doing? What are we doing? and get you an answer. If you need to go to therapy, go to therapy. But stop staying in these relationships where y'all know they unhealthy, but you want to stay in them anyway. What is the point? What is the point? The sex? Is it the sex that keeps you wanting to stay? Like, what is going on? I just don't get it. If you're in a relationship and it's unhealthy and it's not doing anything for you, right? What what just make me understand it. Please make me understand. It's not doing nothing for you. What is the point? Why are you still there? Why are you still there? Now that's something I would like to know, because I see so many people do that. Stay in relationships that's not healthy. Excuse me, y'all. They stay with, some people stay in relationships and these relationships do not be healthy at all. So again, I ask, what is the point? And I know some of you stay in them because of the sex. Y'all say that sex is good, but it's more to life than just sex. Like, seriously, you want to stay with somebody who's going to treat you right. You want to stay with somebody who's going to have your best interest at heart. You know, you don't want to just stay with somebody because they putting you down right in the bedroom. And then once that's over, y'all back at each other neck. Y'all can't stand each other. And y'all just had an intimate moment. And now it's over. Y'all are angry with each other. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. The only time y'all are feeling each other is when y'all having y'all intimate moments. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. That's not a relationship. That's not a relationship. Okay? That is not a relationship. Like, seriously. So I'm just saying, tomorrow starts a new day. Prayerfully, we'll all wake up and see that new day. Okay? All praise to the Most High. And we want to start off the week putting our best foot forward. Okay? So you want to get up and claim your day. Today is going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. Yes, it is. It's going to be a beautiful day. You're going to wake up. You're going to claim your day. Claim it. No matter what, it's going to be a great day no matter what. All praises to the Most High. Okay? And like I said, listen to some of those motivational things. They help. They really help. Because they be having my adrenaline going. You heard me. I be ready. After I listen to some of them, I be hyped. Yes! 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 I be ready to go. You heard me. I be ready to grind. After I listen to some of them, I be ready to grind. I do. I got me some of them that really puts me in the mood. It touches my soul and my spirit. And it puts me in a good place, along with praying and stuff. And I read my word. It really do. It puts me in a good place. And that's what you got to do. You got to start your day off with some good things, putting some good stuff into you. You know what I'm saying? Putting some positivity things into you. Something that's going to, make you feel good. Lift your spirit and stuff, you know? So, yeah. You want to get you back. That's what we need to work on. Get you back. Get your confidence back. Raise your self-esteem. Deal with your trauma. Write some goals down. If you got trauma, put that on the first thing on your list. Trauma, generational curses. If that's what you got going on, put that on first, put that the first thing on your list. Okay? Because that's the first thing that you want to touch on is trauma or generational curses. Those are the two things that you want to touch on right away. Okay? Those are the two things you definitely want to hop on. Because after you get that done, you're gonna feel so much better. And you're gonna be loving yourself. Once you get that done, you're gonna feel the love that you have for yourself. Do you hear me? Because loving yourself is so important. Loving yourself, well, let me put it like this. Lacking self-love, it damages so many areas of your life when you don't love yourself. Like seriously, it affects so many areas of your life, good people. Like seriously, you have to get to a place where you love you, where you love yourself unconditionally. I'm so glad that I'm in that space. I don't know what to do. I wouldn't trade it in for nothing. I would not trade it in for nothing. I love me. I really do. It's a beautiful feeling to love you and not have a bunch of chaos and confusion all around you. It is. It's a beautiful thing. And I want y'all to try it. Try getting those affirmations. Excuse me, y'all. I wasn't expecting that. Try to get some of those affirmations, right? And listen to them, right? Because you know how people listen to rap music and how it changed their mood and stuff? That's the same thing with listening to these affirmations, these motivational videos. They change you. They change your spirit, your mindset. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just putting it out there. Try it. Try it. And while you're doing that, work on yourself. Work on yourself so you can get rid of trauma. So you can get rid of break through generational curses. So you can start to love you. Because that's what you need to do. You got to start loving you. You got to. You got to. How you going to say you love somebody else if you ain't learned how to love you yet? You've got to learn how to love you. That's important. And that's something some people don't do. They don't make it about them. They don't love themselves. They don't treat themselves good. Some people feel like they don't deserve to be treated good. They don't deserve to have nothing nice. They don't deserve to do anything nice for themselves. All that is a lie. Get it out your head. Get it out your vocabulary. All of it is a lie. You deserve nice things just like anybody else. You do. You deserve nice things just like anybody else. You are a human being. You are a child of God. What are you talking about? You deserve nice things just like anybody else. And that's the problem right there, is that we got to get to a place where we love ourselves. Because once you start loving yourself, so many things is going to change in your life. So many things are going to change in your life once you get to that place of loving you. And that's the problem with a lot of people of color. We don't love ourselves. We are lacking self-love. We have so much self-hatred. And we lack in self-love. That's a problem. That's a problem. You got to get to a place where you love you. You got to. You got to. It's important. It's very important that you get to a place where you love yourself. Some of us run around here, we talk about we love this one. We love that one. But ain't nobody giving you no love. And you ain't loving yourself. When does your turn come? When do your love come in? Where, where your love at? Where is your love at? Where is your self-love at? Is it up under this table? Is it up under this chair? What's going on? Where is it? Yeah, because we too busy caught up in somebody else, talking about we love somebody else. No, learn how to love you. Learn how to love you first. Stop putting everybody in front of you. Learn to love you. And then, and only then, you can start to love someone else. But learn to love you and your children first. You cannot love somebody else if you have not learned how to love you. I'm going to shut this down. I think I said what I needed to say. I just want to leave y'all with something to think about. And I want y'all to start working on you, working on loving you, because it's important. It's very important. That's why some of us, we get thrown to the curve. We get stagnated. We get stuck because we don't love ourselves. And we put everything before us because in our mind, we loving other people, right? We showing other people love. That's what we think. That's what we think. But you're not. You're putting yourself last and you're letting everybody else walk over top of you, basically. You got to learn to love you first. You've got to learn to love you first. And then, and only then, you'll be able to love somebody else. But it's impossible. And I need for everybody to think about this. It's impossible for you to love someone else and you don't even love you. It's something about them that you like, but you ain't in love with them if you ain't learned how to love you first. It's no way you can love this person over here if you ain't learned how to love you. How does that work? How can you love someone else when you haven't learned how to love you? Please explain that. I'm ending this. I didn't mean for it to be this long, but I just wanted to motivate. I want to motivate you guys in the right direction. I want y'all to, learn to love you. Stop putting everything and everybody before you. Learn to love yourself. It's very important. You're going to see your whole life change when you get to that place where you love you. You're going to really start to open up to some things when you get to that place of loving yourself. Okay, I'm wrapping it up. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Hit the notification bell. Make sure it says all. All right. I'm going to put a link in the description box. Okay. There's a course that I'm into, right? It's a course that teaches you how to make multiple streams of income. Okay. And I think it's a very good course. I know it's a very good course because it's for beginners. It's for anybody, but it's a really good case for beginners, for somebody who doesn't know nothing about digital marketing, or for someone who just know a little bit about it. Okay. They teach you over 18 different ways to make income. Okay. It's a very, very good program because you get mentoring. With most programs, you don't get the mentoring that come with it, right? You get the program, but then you got to pay for the mentoring. Yeah, you got to pay for the mentoring. So all of this, you get the whole kit and caboodle together. I have it's free. It's free. It's free. The link will be in the description box. Go get it. It gives you a sneak peek into what the program is all about. It's called SWC 2.0, and it gives you a sneak peek into what it's all about. Okay? So, if you're trying to change your life, you want to make some changes in your life for the good, right? You want to learn how to love on yourself and stuff. This is the program for you. And I'll holler at y'all on the next one.